What's up, Porch Nation? Welcome back to Porch Nation headquarters here in Worcester. No, not the one you're thinking of, the one in Massachusetts. It was week 16 here in the Greatest League, and we saw maybe our most exciting divisional round in league history. We all know by now who won. I assume we've all, or most of us, have seen how the games went down, but let's recap that drama and look forward to the finale. 6 games, week 16, let's get into it. So here we are, a week away from the big show. Only one more after this one. Just 2 weeks, this one being one away from the end. Let me ask you something. What better reason is there to have a second to last anything if not to say the word penultimate? I mean, I tried to avoid it, maybe not very hard, but then I struggled with that question. Why have a second to last anything then? This week is the penultimate week, and we gave it our all. Let's look at the 2 games leading to the 7th place showdown, aka consolation victory. Both games were blowouts, and we see Adam moving on to face Andy next week. Meanwhile, in the 11th place game, Greg and Ross faced off for the 3rd time this season. Ross swept their regular season series, but Greg takes this one by the widest margin of any game this week. In the championship bracket, we had 5th place settled as our 2 wildcard teams faced off. Joe has seen some disparity between his projected scores and his actual results this year, and Yahoo saw fit to do it to him one more time here. Missing projection by nearly 40, Joe would not be able to keep up with Josh Steinberg, and Josh gets unofficially crowned King Wildcard with this 5th place finish. Now, what's a penultimate week without ultimate competition, right? Penultimate. There, it's out of my system. It's hard to separate these final 2 games. We had a couple of great matchups between Jim Berger and myself, and Matt Skinner and Josh Marshall. Both matchups progressed in such a way that by the end of Saturday, the projections were practically equal, and by the end of Sunday, Josh and I needed big play from the Chargers on Monday. But projections still called for a close loss for me and a decent margin of victory for Josh. Well, Monday came, and the Chargers did what they did. Despite the back and forths and a Charger victory, Berg kept his lead, and he ended up winning our head-to-head by over 7, rolling on to his first ever Greatest League Super Bowl appearance after a first seed-worthy campaign this year. Meanwhile, on the other side, Josh Marshall crept ever closer as the Chargers game went on and got within 2 points of victory, but he wouldn't quite make it. It's probably salt in the wound to point out if he left his kicker spot empty, he would have won this game. But Skinner rolls on to his 3rd Super Bowl appearance where he's 2-0 in previous bowls. Congrats to Skinsy and Bergman for being the Greatest League's 2022 Super Bowl entrants. All right, what's done is done. No regrets, just forward motion. Josh and I will now fight for 3rd, while Andy and Adam square off for 7th, and Dylan and Steve play for 9th. Congrats to everyone for one of the most competitive seasons we've ever had. Thanks to all of you who contributed to making this league the greatest. I get so much joy from having all of you different people from all your different backgrounds, geolocations, opinions, fantasy strategies, etc., etc. The game is the game, but the interactions are my real favorite part of this whole thing. We've got one more to go, and we've already started. Last chance to pull the rabbit out of the free agency hat and find a way to grab victory by the horns. For the last time this season, until next week, keep thriving, Porch Nation. Cheers, bud. Bloop.